I think a lot of gentlemen who've never traveled outside of the U.S. before typically are really nervous about getting outside of the U.S. and going where they're going. But once they get where they're going, we begin to understand that people are the same wherever you go. They have the same basic needs and desires and lifestyles and such. And it's fairly easy to get to know a lot of people in the cultures that we visit.
I've just discovered so many benefits of living overseas, not just, of course dating is one, the foreign women thing, but, also in terms of social connection, being authentic. And for me, the biggest thing is that overseas you can be yourself. If you're a down-to-earth, genuine guy, you can be yourself and you don't have to act fake or try to be something you're not, because you're appreciated for you. And that's very liberating and refreshing. And so there's a huge psychological benefit, especially for a Western male, that is just, it's hard to even describe. You have to experience it to really know, to really understand it.
I think a lot of gentlemen who've never traveled outside of the U.S. before typically are really nervous about getting outside of the U.S. and going where they're going. But once they get where they're going, we begin to understand that people are the same wherever you go. They have the same basic needs and desires and lifestyles and such. And it's fairly easy to get to know a lot of people in the cultures that we visit. Tell me some of the places. You said Russia for a year. You lived in Russia for a year, in the Philippines for the year. Where in Russia were you for a year? Where did you live?
I was a journalist for a business gazette in Moscow for a while, and I taught some English, but I also traveled to like a dozen cities or so around Moscow and St. Petersburg. So I met a lot of people. I mean, it was really fun and just I met so many girls. They were just so approachable, friendly, and it felt like the most natural thing to talk to the girls there, because they don't have that paranoid paranoid, uptight fear about talking to strangers like we do in America, where we're fear-based, and the women aren't that open and curious toward men, and people keep to themselves. So I've always found America to be a very isolating society, and I've suffered for that, because it makes us lonely and isolated, and a lot of guys don't like to admit that they're lonely because it's a taboo. It sounds bad if you admit that you're lonely, but I like to be honest, and America can be a very lonely place unless you have a very great social network, but it's not always easy to do that, because once you're out of high school, it's not easy to meet people, and it's a taboo to talk to strangers, and it's a taboo to date coworkers, and there's just no place you can go as an adult male in America where women are going to want to meet you, and so you're kind of at a dead end between a rock and a hard place. But overseas, in most countries, you can walk into a restaurant and women will talk to you at a bus stop. It's just very casual, no fear, very relaxed, and it's just the most liberating thing, because you feel like you don't have to always suffer and not be able to have all these barriers, social barriers, that you do in America. And it's just so liberating, because every day you wake up, you know that the women here appreciate you. They're friendly, they're social, they're curious, and they're sweet, and they want to meet you. And so you feel like you can go out, you can get a date if you want, you can make friends, you can socialize. So you feel like you're socially connected at a deep level to people around you, with the society. Check out our website at
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.